Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This night I have something entirely different for you. I am going to start with a new series. Now, this is going to be in a lot of parts, which is going to get uploaded one by one. Okay, now what is this series all about? So, let's check this out. Now, this series is known as When to Use. Now, what is this? So, When to Use is actually a series in order to burst the myth, in order to burst the confusion, the bubble of commonly confused words. Okay, so there are a lot of words which we often tend to confuse, like accept or accept, like principle or principle with a different spelling. All right, so similar to these words, there are a lot of words, and I'm going to keep adding new words, new set of combinations to the series. Okay, but for now, as I said, this is part one. I'm going to take up four set of words tonight, and let's try to understand the difference between the two commonly confused words. Okay, so let's begin. Number one, guys, we have principle or principle. So one is with LE, the other one is with AL. Okay, now let's check this out. So, what I have done here is I will tell you the word, its meaning, and I'm going to help you out with using this word in a sentence, because whenever we use a word in any sentence, it makes the memory of that word concrete in our heads. We can better understand the meaning of a particular word. Okay, so from now onwards, whenever you're trying to learn new words with their meanings, always try to use those words in sentences. Okay, so let's begin. We will first take the one with LE, principle. Now, with this LE thing, it becomes beliefs. It is all about values. It's all about basic truths. Okay? So, let's see how we can use this in a sentence. There exist certain fundamental principles of human rights. Okay, if you remember the collocation video, you will understand now that this fundamental principle is actually a collocation. We always use these words together, right? So there exist certain fundamental principles of human rights, and these principles are nothing but values. It's about basic truths, it's about core tenets. So this is the LE principle. The other one we have is AL, but this AL is a real tricky game. This AL actually has a lot of meaning, not just one. Okay, so we will see each meaning of this AL thing. Now let's see. We'll begin with the basic principle that most of us would be knowing, principal ma'am or principal sir. So it's the head of a school. Okay, now let's see how we can use this in a sentence. The principal of the school is retiring this year. Thank God. So the principal of the school is retiring this year. Okay, the other principal with AL, that means the same spelling, is the main thing, the main element of something. For example, in a state, a lot of crops are grown, but the main crops are wheat, pulse, maize, millet, and other. Okay? So, what we will say? We will say the principal crops are, that means the main crops are wheat, pulse, maize, millet, with some cotton and sugarcane. Okay? So, this principle is actually the main element, the main thing. Then we have other principle with the same spelling, AL only. Okay, but this principle is related to finance. It's all about money. So it's about the amount due on any debt before interest. So if you understand the finance game even a bit, you must be knowing that there is something like interest and then there is something like principal amount. Okay, so this is that principal amount, guys. So let's see how we can use this one in this sentence. She invested rupees 50,000 in the bank as principal amount for hostel funds 5 years back, and now the amount has doubled. Okay, so this usually happens in the share market or the investment game, that things get doubled or something, some loss appears or something like that. Okay, in this case, it got doubled. So this is the principal amount that she invested as hostel funds. All right, so we have completed principal with LE and all the principal with AL. Now what? See guys, I will in this series do one interesting thing for you. I will try to come up with magic sentence for every set of words. Okay? In this magic sentence, I'm going to use all the principles together, like all the set of confusing words together, so that you can understand the difference in a much better way. So let's see what is a magic sentence for these AL principle. I've not taken this LE thing. I'm only taking this AL because this is more confusing. Okay, let's see. The principal investigator spoke to the elementary school principal about the principal still owed on the school loans. What is this? So the principal investigator spoke. That means the main investigator spoke. Spoke to whom? To the elementary school principal, the head of a school. About what? About the principal amount that is still owed on the school's loans. Okay? Getting my point? Isn't that interesting? Alright, so by now we know what is the difference between the LE and a lot of AL principle. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's move ahead to another set of words. This one is also a tricky one, guys. Actually, this is the one that inspired me to make this video. There, or they are. A lot of people commit mistakes with these ones. But with this video, let's make this clear for once and for all. Okay, let's begin. So we have there with EIR. Okay? So let's see what is this. EIR. This one is a possessive pronoun, guys. Okay? That we use to talk about something that belongs to a group. It's their house, their car, their idea, their dog. Understood? So let's try to use this in a sentence. I don't know, it was their cat. Going to the store was their idea. So talking about something belonging to a group of people, not just his or hers. It's about a group of people, not individuals. So that is why there. Okay? So today you have also understood that there is related to a group of people, not just individuals, and also that this one, EIR, is a possessive pronoun. It's a pronoun, guys. It is showing a possession. Somebody owns something. Okay, somebody possesses something. So it's all about a possessive pronoun. Okay, so this one is clear by now. Let's take the other one, there. Now, do you remember here and there? So this one is actually that adverb of place. Okay? From now on, you'll understand that ERE is actually an adverb of place, which we use to talk about where something is. Where is that church? There. Where is that book? There on the couch. Okay, so let's use this in the sentence. I don't want to go there. The book is there on the couch. Okay, so you are telling the place of something. I hope that is clear now. Let's take the third one. They are. Now if you can just see they apostrophe and RE. This is actually a contracted form. We are taking two words and contracting them, combining them to make one. Now understand, guys, that this they are spoken as there. That is why getting confused with this there and this there is actually used only in spoken form of the language. We never write it. When it comes to written version, we will always use they are completely and not the contracted form. Okay, so this is just for the spoken English, but confused with there because this is known as there. Okay, they are not participating in the competition. So by now we know all the three. EIR is a pronoun showing possession. ERE is adverb of place, here and there. There. They're not participating in the competition. Now let's use all of these in a magic sentence. Their trip to the spa fell through when they got there and saw it was closed. So they are going to the beach instead. Okay? So their trip to the spa. That means whose trip? Their trip. Fell through means it got cancelled or something like that. When they got there, so when they got there means they got to the spa, they reached the spa. There is actually talking about the spa, so it's a place adverb. And saw it was closed. So they are going. Who are going? They are going to the beach instead. So instead of spa, now they are going to the beach. All right, so let's move on to the third one. Accept or accept. And then we have a magic sentence. So first let's understand ACCEPT, accept. That means I accept my mistake. That means I agree to something. Or I accept gifts. That means to receive something. Don't bring gifts to my party. I usually don't accept the gifts. Okay, so I don't receive, I don't take it. Got it? So this accept, this ACCEPT has two meaning, either to agree to something, okay, or to receive something. Both has the same spelling, accept. So don't get confused. The entire context will tell you which accept is getting used in that context. Okay? So let's see and try to use them in sentences. The board members accepted our request. So they agreed to whatever we were requesting. Okay? If you remember the collocation, we always agree to something. So the board members accepted our request. Then to receive something, I don't accept gifts. I don't usually take gifts. Okay? Then I accept my mistake. Again, agree. I accept my mistake. Okay, so remember these two meanings of the same word with the same spelling. Now we have something that sounds similar and is often confused. Is accept, not accept. Take the sound, guys. Accept this one. Accept this one. Accept. Okay? Now if you watch the spelling, you will understand the meaning much clearly. Except, EX, that means excluding. So excluding something, you're talking about other things. Okay? So accept. I like eating all vegetables except for bottle gourd. I don't like eating bottle gourd. So excluding bottle gourd, I can eat all vegetables. Everyone is going to play except for Karthik. So Karthik is not going to play. Everyone else is going. She sent the invitation to all the colleagues except Shiva. Okay? So except Shiva, she sent the invitation to all the colleagues. But in the colleagues that got the invitation, Shiva was not invited. Okay? Getting my point? So this is except. That means excluding. Now let's use the magic sentence. I don't accept phone calls. That means I don't pick up the phone calls. I don't receive the phone calls. I don't accept the phone calls after 7 p.m. except if it is urgent. Okay, only in urgent situations I take the calls after 7 p.m. Otherwise, I don't accept them. Okay, clear? So accept has two meanings and accept means excluding. So keep that in mind, guys. Now let's move on to the last one for the day. Desert, dessert. Okay, so let's check the meanings. Desert, that means hot, dry place that is full of sand. Okay, so the Thar Desert forms a natural boundary between India and Pakistan. So this is the Thar Desert that we all know of. But then we have dessert, which is a sweet dish. So if you're talking about gulab jamun or any vanilla ice cream, you're actually talking about dessert. So when we go to the restaurants, after the entire main course, we usually order a dessert. Okay? So next time when you're going to the restaurant, order a dessert for yourself. I ordered vanilla ice cream for dessert after my main course. Okay? So it's a sweet dish. Now let's use them in a magic sentence. I visited a desert while I was in Saudi Arabia. and was filled with joy on finding a local dessert to eat. So I visited a desert when I was in Saudi Arabia, and when I found a dessert to eat, there was a local dessert, there was a local sweet dish that I found, and when I had it, oh my god, I was filled with joy. Getting my point? So I visited a desert when I was in Saudi Arabia and was filled with joy on finding a local dessert to eat. Okay, guys, so we have learned a lot of words today, and I hope this series is going to be helpful for you. So keep checking out. If you know by now, I come up with new videos every Tuesday and Fridays. Join me on the Telegram group, which is the main place I usually get connected with you all. That is Malvika J English. Keep sharing the same Telegram group, guys, with the people that you think might be needing this. Also, do follow me on Instagram, Malvika Educator. Do follow me on Facebook, Malvika J. You can also email any of your queries or any of your doubts on malvika.educator@gmail.com. Okay, till the next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep sharing the knowledge. Ta-da!